Hello, we're the SpaceX fans and welcome to the SpaceX Show, the place where you can stay up to date with everything SpaceX. Today's episode probably won't be very long, but we have some SpaceX updates, then Boca Chica, another SN4 static fire, SN5 and some SN6. Let's head straight in and get up to date. Starting with the Starlink 7 launch, which was meant to lift off yesterday but has been postponed once again. This time, SpaceX announced it won't be happening until after the Demo 2 mission has flown. I'm pretty sure this is due to the drone ship turnaround time, which if I'm not mistaken is around 8 or so days. Also on the talk of drone ships, Just Read the Instructions is getting an Octograbber suit. You will already know that Of Course I Still Love You has one, but you can see in this great shot by Julia Bergeron that the new grabber is almost complete. On top of this, JRTI has been doing sea trials of its newly installed thrusters, so we could see Just Read the Instructions put back to use soon. On another Demo 2 note, the Crew Dragon capsule that will carry the astronauts has arrived at the Cape. Here's a great image of the vehicle being rolled into the hangar at the LC-39A launch pad. The recent Sayacom 1B launch, which was postponed a month ago due to the pandemic, has a new date. Apparently it will now launch no earlier than July 7th. With the latest SpaceX updates covered, here is a scrap bulkhead that SpaceX have been working on. I'm not sure why they are working on it, but it's assumed maybe for practicing. It was sleeved with a 2-ring stacked section that is not designed to be used for flight. However, the ring stack also says for use with Corey's Taco Dome, so not sure who Corey is. Another thing I want to show you in Boca Chica, which you've already partially seen, is Starhopper's camera setup. Cooper Heim has captured this great shot, and whilst nothing new, I thought it would be cool to show you how many cameras there are attached to Starhopper. Something else I'll show you in Boca Chica is work going on with the high bay. You can see here engineers are working to install what appears to be more lights onto the roof struts. Now let's take a look at SN4, which is still sitting on the test stand. You will all know that Raptor SN20 was recently installed. On Sunday 17th, SpaceX performed a successful pre-burner test of the new engine. We were hoping for a static fire shortly after, but that didn't happen. However, yesterday they did a static fire of SN4 and SN20, which appeared to be a success. Although once the dust started to clear, it was evident that something went slightly wrong. As you can see here, there was a little fire at the bottom of the vehicle caused by what looks to be a broken pipe. This raises the question of what will happen with the hop, or even if SN4 will do a hop now. Here is a tweet from Michael Baylor confirming that we are not too sure of the next steps for this prototype. As I said, this video won't be too long due to all the testing and hence very few updates, but let's see SN5. Not much has been happening with the tank section, but here is the latest view of it in the high bay. The new nose cone we saw recently and thought was for SN6 has been rolled out of the tent with built-in thrusters. There is also a note on this nose cone which says medium section SN5. What's also been spotted is a new section sitting beside SN5's tank in the high bay. Whilst it could be assumed that this section is the start of the SN6 stacking phase, it's also assumed that this could be the missing piece between the nose cone and the tank for SN5. Here is the latest build diagram from Raphael. SN5 is getting so close to being ready for testing and I can't wait. The final thing for SN5 is a potential hop. You can see here that Michael Baylor has tweeted about a new filing to the FAA for a 3-kilometer hop. The start date for the testing is June 4th with a hop expected shortly after that, and it's being assumed this is for SN5. Finally, onto SN6, which is still progressing. You can see here that recently the thrust section was rolled out of an onion tent. However, it was then rolled into another onion tent for further work to be done. I'm going to guess that SN6 thrust section sleeving and stacking is not far away at this point. As always, a massive thanks goes to Mary Boca Chica girl, who's recently been standing outside and burning in the Texas heat for hours to film the testing. She and the NSF team put in an incredible amount of work to bring us great coverage, so thanks to all of you. Also thanks to Cooper Heim, who recently travelled to Boca Chica and got some great shots for allowing me to use them. Also, we've just hit 3k subs on YouTube and I'm amazed by the support, so thanks to each and every one of you. That's it for this episode of the SpaceX Show. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment down below. If you want to stay updated with SpaceX info, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon to get notified when I upload. Thanks for watching and have a great day.